in this video. 2021 World SBK Champion Toprak Razgatlioglu all set to test the Yamaha M1 in 2022. Yamaha's Lin Jarvis believes Maverick Vinales is still dealing with his inner demons. And Team VR46 finally have a title sponsor, and it's not Aramco or Tanal Entertainment. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. The path to MotoGP is not an easy one, especially if one is not coming through the path of Moto3 and Moto2, which is considered more conventional these days. It becomes more difficult if one is on the SBK side of things, and although quite a few riders who are unable to find a place in MotoGP paddock turn to World SBK Championship in order to continue racing, the number of riders making the switch the other way around is fairly minuscule. So when Toprak Razgatlioglu rejected Yamaha's offer to jump to MotoGP, it took everyone by surprise. At the time, Toprak was in a close fight with Jonathan Rea for the world title, and it could have gone either way. So in order to give himself enough time to win the title, Toprak signed with Yamaha to stay in World SBK until the end of 2023, and everyone thought he threw away a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to move to MotoGP. But as it turned out, Toprak is the 2021 World Champion, and due to the absence of a proper young rider program, Yamaha are lacking in terms of rider supply and desperately want to get Toprak on one of their M1s. So much so that now it is being rumored that despite a World SBK contract, he might make the switch to MotoGP as early as next year, and he has himself confirmed that he will test the M1 multiple times in 2022. Toprak revealed, "I will try out the M1 in 2022 in a few private tests. On these days, I will be on the track with Cal Crutchlow and I hope to make my debut in MotoGP as early as 2023, even though my full concentration at the moment is the Superbike World Championship and the coming season." And it's not just a lack of riders making Yamaha bring him over. Toprak is considered to be incredibly talented. He left Valentino Rossi super impressed and wanting to see him in MotoGP. Vale had earlier said, "Toprak is a rider who can be strong with a MotoGP bike. His riding style is very modern and he controls the bike very well. I hope he gets a chance because Toprak is still very young." Now, unless Fabio leaves Yamaha for Honda or Ducati, Toprak is thought to be initially placed in the satellite team for 2023, and Razlan Razali would love to see Toprak in his team. Notably, Razali had said that though he was too old to be even considered for his team before his hand was forced into signing the soon-to-be 36-year-old Italian rider under the pressure of the Italian title sponsor. Speaking about Toprak, Razali said, "I like Toprak. At the same time, I respected and understood that he wanted to reach his goal in SBK before he enters the MotoGP World Championship." The split between Yamaha and Maverick Vinales was a messy one, but somehow both parties have managed to stay publicly somewhat respectful towards each other, and it would appear that now Lin Jarvis has also moved on. Speaking with Motorsport.com, Lin Jarvis spoke about the incredible talent of Maverick Vinales and how he feels Vinales could have easily won the title in place of Fabio Quartararo. Jarvis started with Vinales' attitude problem. "I think Maverick is very much a complicated person, and I also believe he probably shares the same amount of raw natural talent as Fabio, but he struggles to consistently put it together. And I think that's a side of his character which is up and down, and that's what Fabio improved this year. He had his ups and downs last year, but now this year he managed to minimize the downs and keep the ups." Jarvis concluded by praising Vinales' talent and hoping that he can tame his inner demons. "I think we always said with Maverick that we know he always had the potential, so he would have done this year what Fabio finally did. He won the first race and then the second race was won by Fabio. Remember in 2020, Fabio won 3 races in the satellite team. Maverick only won 1 race. So I think Maverick was fully aware of how fast Fabio is, and I think somehow Maverick is still dealing with his inner demons, and that is something only he can fix. Only he can really manage his mind and his life." And in April of 2021, Valentino Rossi's team VR46 announced that starting 2022, they would enter MotoGP with their title sponsor Aramco. The Prince made it plenty clear that he wanted to get Rossi on the bike alongside Luca Marini, but Rossi decided to retire instead. This casted shadows of doubts over the entire deal, with the team manager Pablo Nieto finally admitting in November, "Things are going very slow. There are some delays, but we are on the way and we have to keep working." The Aramco VR46 saga has finally come to an end, with Aramco and Tanal Entertainment no longer in the picture. Valentino Rossi has now partnered with Mooney, an Italian proximity banking and payments company, to be the new title sponsor for both MotoGP and Moto2 teams. A very happy and relieved Valentino Rossi announced, "I am happy to have by our side from the next season an Italian company like Mooney, a leader in the field of proximity payments and with whom we share the strategy of developing young Italian talents. Mooney, in addition to being the main sponsor of our team in the MotoGP and Moto2 World Championship, will also join us at the VR46 Riders Academy and in my first season of 4-wheel racing. What do you think? Will we see Toprak Razgatlioglu in MotoGP in 2023? Let's chat in the comments below. If you made it till here, help me out. Subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. Here are 2 more videos which you might enjoy. My name is Sankalp and I'll be back with another video very soon.